Hi Flosstube, I'm Lori and welcome to Once Upon a Stitch. Welcome back if you've been a regular subscriber. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm excited to be with you. I enjoy showing you the progress that I've made, any finishes that I might have done. I love hearing your feedback. And if there's any questions, just leave them below and I'll try to either answer them directly, or if more than one person asks something, I will try and address it on my video as I remember. Okay, well, it's been a busy 2 weeks since my last video. I went to the dentist, just routinely, you know, I go like three or four times a year for just cleaning, and luckily it's been just that. I did that. I had a well visit at my doctor's, and then I had to go back a couple of days later to do blood work. So that was everything. You know, everything's good. We're just keeping things well oiled to move forward. We celebrated Michael and Rebecca's second year anniversary, and second year traditional was cotton. So I bought them cotton balls and Q-tips. Okay, we had a little family barbecue this past Sunday. Yeah, Sunday. My great nieces, Ava and Sophia, were here. My great nephews, Gio and Santino, were here. So we had lots of kids enjoying the pool. My mother-in-law, a cousin that lives in town. They're both in their 90s, and so when my mother-in-law comes out, I like to invite him over so they can visit with each other, because otherwise there's not too many occasions where they get to see each other. So that my sister-in-law was over and a friend, so we had a really nice time. Really hot day, so the pool was a welcome, refreshing thing. Let's see, what else do we have here? I had 2 meetups at the library with my weekly library group. We always have fun there, laughter, and share what's going on and things like that, so that's all good. And in a couple of days, today is Wednesday, I forgot to say this, sorry, Wednesday, July 31st, and this is my 36th Flosstube video. So today's Wednesday. Friday is the technical start of the New Jersey retreat, but I know a lot of people are coming in tomorrow, so that they would be there on the first day of Friday, but so a bunch of them are going to be there Thursday, and then I guess the majority that are maybe flying in, or since I was local, it didn't take me long to get there. I booked just the Friday and Saturday night, and then Sunday it ends. So that's what's going on in my life right now. Rebecca's doing well. She's coming to retreat. So I have a new tablet, and I'm going to try and do some videos, maybe of the brag table, because I know I enjoy seeing it when people go to retreats. So I'll try to do something of the brag table, maybe around our table if everybody would like. I'll go around, maybe show what everybody's working, and then I'll just upload it as individual videos if I can do it through my tablet, since I'm not too technically savvy anymore, since it's not what I do every day. Okay, so these next is my finishes. Some of them I showed you that I've completed stitching them, but now I've fully finished them. And I'm going to start with this one, because this is how I feel about you. And it's you I like. This was a pattern that was thought of by Diana. It is Kismet Stitches. It's a free pattern on her Flosstube. She and Michelle Bendy, well, I don't know exactly, but I think Diana designed it, and then Michelle Garrett from Bendy Stitchy put it in a program, and they're offering it free to anybody who would like to stitch this. So I did it in a fully finished little pillow. Okay, so that was Christmas stitching in July, and the last time I left off with Lizzie Kate sleds, and I had stitched 2 of them. So I finished the 3rd one that day after my video, and here they are. These are the first 2. And then here is Santa Claus, the little button. So those were the next one. The next one I showed you, I believe, stitched, it was Noel by Lizzie Kate. It was a kit. It gave you the fabric and the pattern. The only thing I changed, it looks like it's ecru, but this is really white rickrack. And that was the fabric it came in. That's my Lizzie Kate Noel. The next was Year of Celebrations, December, that I had finished stitching, and I fully finished it onto sticky board, and then fabric on sticky board. And I had this upside down, and I put the sheet metal on in the wrong place, because when I flipped it and to glue it, and then when I turned it, it was here, and if I moved it, all the glue would have been there, so I just put another one. So this one has 2, but it doesn't really need it. Ouch. I guess the corner was sticking up. The next was the Sue Hillis, Have a Sweet Christmas. I think these little ones are more difficult for me than the larger ones. There were, like, the reds were like 3 or 4 different color reds. So keeping track of them was a bit much for me, but I did it, and it was stitched on 18 count Aida, white Aida. And then the last fully finished piece was my Lindy Stitches, There's No Place Like Home. And I had finished it. I showed you it completed, but I had found the perfect frame. I went to Hobby Lobby. I brought the piece with me, and I had said to my husband, because I had a frame that fit in. It was 11 by 14. And I says, well, I just want to go check out the colors, if I should go with these tealy colors, or a red, or whatever. I says, I want to see what. And all of a sudden I turned the aisle, and this red frame was there. It was just the frame. There was no glass, no backing, just the frame. It was 50% off. So I picked it up, and I just love it. And it's just, I had to put the hardware on. We buy it, and my husband puts it on for me. So I will be hanging this up after the baby's born, not before. Alrighty, what have I been stitching? My notes are here so that I can tell you what fabric and everything it is. The first was Lizzie Kate, Snowy String. Oops, almost knocked out the threads. This is the pattern, and this is how far I've gotten on the, let's see, there you go, on a 2-day rotation. And this is done on 16 count Aida, and it's like a modelly gray. I think it's called Storm. And I got that at Needleworker's Delight. This next one I worked on is Lila's Studio Holiday Quaker. I had forgotten how much I got done on this. I didn't realize I was that far along. Not that I'm that far along, but it was a surprise to me. And I really enjoy working on this. This time I put in Peace on Earth, the reindeer, they're candy canes. Let's see. That's the section that I worked on this time. And let's see if I stand back. Yeah, it's beautiful. This is on a 28 count Lugana. It was dyed specifically for this pattern, so there was no name, like he didn't needleworkers didn't give me a name for it, like most patterns, but it's a modelly, and it looks like it had some yellow in it. Really pretty. Love that piece. Okay, that goes with that. Now, when I put a piece in a Q-snap, I usually do it in this room, but I stitch downstairs, so I bring it downstairs. And what I do is I have my quilting pins here, and I usually pin the top left-hand corner so that I know how to hold it when I start. So I did that. And in this pattern, it's Winter ABCs by Little House Needleworks. And I don't know if you can really see the lettering of the alphabet. It's white, or bamboo. They put in bamboo. And I know people like stitching white and when it's not very visible. But I started it and I wasn't really enjoying it. So I frogged it. So as I did that, I put the piece down and I picked it up in the wrong direction. Forgot about the pin again. The pin was still there, but I just automatically grabbed it. So that's why I left this in, to show you that I had held it this way. And then when I realized that, well, the fabric was in the other direction, I restarted it a third time. So this is how far I've gotten. And what I decided to do on the lettering is I decided to use cucumber. Oh, I forgot to see what cucumber is made by Sampler Threads, Gentle Arts. So that's what I decided to use for my lettering. And I really like it. I'm not as adventurous as a lot of people are as far as changing colors and trying different things, but sometimes I try to do it and sometimes I like it. I don't know about all the time, but sometimes I really like it. The next one is the Joy by Ori TM. I know people ask me, here's the designer's name, and this is one of my Stitch 9 pieces. So I think I might be able to finish it doing the two-day rotation through. Okay, what I did this time was this top of the, I don't know if it's a thistle or flower, but the top, this one was done. So I did the rest of the flowers and the vase, and then I did this motif here. So basically I have something here and a row, I guess half row like this at the top. And this pattern was gifted to me by Alison, one of Stitching Social sisters. She and Jen do videos, and I admired this so much that at last year's New Jersey retreat, she gifted it to me. So I've been enjoying every stitch of this, and I think that's why I do a 2-day rotation. So I never get tired of anything, and I want to pick it up again and keep working on it. The next one was Christmas at Hollyberry Farm. And oh, it's a Stacy Nash, and this is how far I've gotten on that one. These, you know, like it goes all the way around, and so what I do is I do like 2 at a time. I'll do 2 and then do some of this and then 2 more, and you know, some lettering and borders, and is it okay. And then finally, oh no, one more after this one is the Primitive Hair Snow White. And I got the deer and a snowflake in. Let's see. can't see the snow, I guess, on the bottom. I don't know if I put a bag behind it. Let's see. Would this help? Yes. There you go. So I got the deer in and the snowflake. I will be bringing this to retreat with me. It's not going to be one of the first things that I work on, but if I do have some time, it's basically filling in her skirt that I can stitch and talk, and then the tree branch that goes around the bottom of the piece here up. I don't know how much of it I'll get done, because this would be like the fourth piece that I think I would be working on. But I will bring it and see how far I get. For those that have been to retreat, you know that it's more fun getting to meet everybody for the first time, whether they make floss tubes or not, and see if you make a connection with somebody new, and then when they comment, it's like you know who they are, and you get to know people, and it's just wonderful. The next one, the final one that I worked on last night, was Joyful Snowman Stocking by Joan Elliott. That's the pattern. And sometimes, I don't know if you feel that way, but sometimes I feel like some 2-day rotations I get a lot more done than others. And I don't know if that's the case or not, but I guess it has to do with how many colors in. But I did get his scarf done, this section of his jacket, and that section, and the outlining of his buttons. And that's it. But he is adorable. I'm trying not to leave the outlining for last, but before I outline, I make sure that the stitch, like this, would all be filled in here, so that when I do the outlining, it doesn't get lost inside between the stitches, if that makes any sense. But so that's what I've done so far this month, and this month is over, so I don't know how much I'm going to get done stitching today, because I have to pack for retreat yet, and get things ready, and what I'm going to bring, and what like things that I need, like a light and a little stool for Rebecca, and just all the things that I want to remember to bring, plus then clothes, because you have to do that. So the first 3 things that I was bringing to retreat is Alice. I want to see if I can possibly get her done. And this is how far I've gotten on Alice. So I have the whole bottom section to do, a big flower over the rabbit. So good intentions, but I don't know. And this is done on a 16 count Ocean Spray Blue. It's a little bluer than it's appearing on screen, but it's really a pretty blue. The next one I'm going to bring is Merry Christmas. And this is stitched on a 14 count doubloon by Picture This Plus. So I'm about halfway done. I don't know, I'm trying to look for finishes so that, like a couple of videos ago I said I have to stitch it all. I was going to have lots of projects started, and I do. The thing is, now I'm getting to the point where now I want to finish some. So I think for every 2 finishes, I'll have a new start in the month, and see how I whittle it down. Whittle it down. Next one I'm going to bring is Home of a Needleworker by Little House Needleworks, and this is stitched on 16 count doubloon by Picture This Plus. that is the entire width of the piece. I just have to do, I believe, needle worker and the bottom border. So if not a finish there, hopefully soon after I get home. And then when I do come home, it'll be continually stitching for August until my next video, and I will be stitching year celebrations, and this time I will be doing September. And I will be doing that on a light taupe 28 count Lugana. It's a scrap piece, but when you see how much of it that you use, it'll fit in. I can use a little spring hoop for tension and work on it in hand like that. Then I will be stitching on Liberty Lane. Yes, Liberty Lane. And I've darkened up the colors per Priscilla houses. And that's how far I've gotten on Liberty Lane. And speaking of Priscilla, I'm all excited about being a grandma for the first time. And my heart breaks for her and her family in the loss of one of her grandchildren. She posted it on Facebook and on Instagram. They took a week off of making videos, and I'm sure they'll talk about it maybe in their next video, but when I saw the post on Instagram, it just took the air out of my lungs. So, anyway. I'm going to try and get this done. It's a Lizzie Kate November, and I had decided to use all DMC variegated. Let's see, which is the back. This is the front. And that's how far I've gotten when I picked this up. I think it was in May. I think I did Halloween and fall stitching. And the next one I have that I'm going to plan on working on is You Had Me at Flamingo, Hands-On Design, Kathy Haberman. And this is where I've gotten on it. It's on a 28 count ivory Lugana, and I decided to leave the flowers out, and next will be the flamingos and then the bottom border. And I love the colors in that. Okay, and that's about it. I think by then, if not before, I'll do another video and catch up with you of how retreat went, how my stitching journey is going, and that's about it for now. I hope you're enjoying your summer. It's been hot here and humid. Today it's supposed to rain. I videoed early hoping that the sun does come out and then it washes everything out. Right now the light is out in this room. I'm just using the light from outdoors, and I hope that the colors were true as much as possible. I try to get the angles for you. So until next time, enjoy your summer, stay cool. Hope you get a lot of stitching done. Those going on vacation, enjoy, have a great time, and I'll see you in 10 to 14 days. All right, guys, take care.